Well, you know that what happened. You know what happened. Roman Reigns, that trend has continued, and in this video, we're going to break down that trend. Look, no one can deny what Roman Reigns has done for WWE, for the wrestling business, etc. Right? No one can deny that. But there's a major problem going on with Roman Reigns, and it continuously happens over and over and over and over and over. And the problem is just part of the problem. There is a problem on a problem because the problem is not being fixed. And the problem is something that we're going to get into, and we have some data to back that up. Now, look, Roman Reigns, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, what he's been able to do over the last 3 years, going on 4 years now, is truly remarkable. From reimagining what his character is, completely coming up with a new character, the Tribal Chief, turning heel, coming back during the pandemic in the summer of 2020, pairing with Paul Heyman, what he's done by elevating the Usos and elevating Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And Solo Sikoa. Solo has really benefited a lot from this. Think about it. He's been paired with Roman Reigns, WWE's biggest star. He's been elevated by not only beating John Cena, but Cena putting him over big at Crown Jewel. But the problem with Roman Reigns is his deal. His WWE contract is the biggest problem, and this is going to play into today's video. Because Roman Reigns signed a very lucrative deal coming out of WrestleMania 38, where he won the WWE title from Brock Lesnar. It's a deal in which he works fewer dates for more money. He rarely works house shows. He appears on television, but rarely wrestles on television. And now his PLE appearances, PLE matches, well, they're being cut dramatically. Roman Reigns made his last title defense in 2023 at Crown Jewel over LA Knight. Before then, he missed out on working Fastlane and Payback. His previous match was at SummerSlam. Think about that. He's not advertised for the Royal Rumble as of the recording of this video, although it's likely he'll be added to it. And he's really just working select PLEs, the bigger PLEs, if you will. And WWE is going to be hosting Bash in Berlin next August from the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Berlin. And the poster for the show has come out, and guess what happened, y'all? Guess what? IC champion Gunther's on there, Bianca Belair's on there, Cody Rhodes, World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. How about Rhea Ripley, Women's Champ? Drew McIntyre, who won't have a WWE deal by the time this show comes around, if he doesn't re-sign with the company. Heck, he could be in AEW at this point next year. Roman Reigns ain't advertised. This is the latest instance of Roman Reigns missing PLEs. Now, I understand if you want to miss a Backlash, although Backlash next year probably not the best example considering they're going overseas. But let's just use Fastlane, Payback, these B-level shows in which really don't matter. WWE is just grinding it out, right? They're just trying to get to the next big show. When we're talking about your top 5, your WrestleManias, your Royal Rumbles, your Survivor Series, your SummerSlams, your Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns has to be on those shows. When WWE goes to international markets, Berlin or England or Australia, Roman Reigns needs to be on those shows. He's not advertised for the Chamber event in Australia. He didn't work Money in the Bank this year. He's not advertised for Survivor Series this year. What are we doing? I understand that you wanted to create a makeshift title for the Raw brand. Therefore, you would have a world title to be defended on television and at PLEs and at house shows because Roman Reigns is a part-time champion. And I understand that WWE loves to rely on part-time champions. I mean, don't y'all remember the Goldbergs and the Brock Lesnars of the world? Even The Rock to a certain degree, Triple H to a certain degree in the mid-2010s. Really, the 2010s was made up as part-time champions, if you think about it. Wow. This is a trend that continuously goes year in, year out. We dealt with this in 2022. It got significantly increased in 2023, and now it looks like 2024 is going to be the same dog and pony show. WWE continuously sees this problem. They don't fix this problem, but they just influence and support. Heck, they make these decisions. I thought this was interesting, and it kind of ties into today's video. And while, yes, it's a little bit of an out-of-date interview, I thought it was newsworthy because Jinder Mahal spoke with Sportskeeda in September 2023 and was asked, who does he think can defeat Roman Reigns as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion? And I thought this was an alarming answer because it's true. He said this, I think the only one that can dethrone Roman Reigns is himself when he retires. That's my answer. Right now, just so much momentum. He has Paul Heyman in his ear guiding him. And of course, his schedule. He only comes around once in a while. He picks his shots. So he has everything as an advantage. And I agree. I think the Bloodline storyline has, I don't want to say run its course, but we're getting a little repetitive here. Think about it. Initially, Roman Reigns came back, Tribal Chief, top dog, you name it. He feuds with Jey Uso. Jimmy comes back. There's conflict between the brothers. What's going on right now, y'all? Tell me. Roman Reigns worked Jey a few months back. There's conflict within the Usos. What we doing? What are we doing? I loved this storyline. Hence the past tense. I loved this storyline. This storyline, though, unfortunately, it's starting to stretch. It feels like we're just stretching time to stretch time. It feels like, okay, if we can just get to WrestleMania, if we can just get to WrestleMania where you have Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso be in a major program, a major conflict, and a major match, wow, what if? I'm sorry. I don't want to see the Usos feud with each other. I like the Usos as a tag team, just like I liked the Dudley Boys as a tag team, the Road Warriors as a tag team, the New Age Outlaws as a tag team. Okay? Not everyone is the Hardys where they're better, split up. Not everyone is like Edge and Christian when they're split up. The Young Bucks, I want to see them as a tag team, not feud against each other. Okay? There's just certain guys out there. And it just seems like we're missing the boat with Roman and we're just trying to kill time instead of elevate stories, elevate people, and etc. because they have this cash cow in Roman Reigns. Well, eventually that cash cow is gonna water up. It's gonna dry up. WCW found this out with the NWO. Eric Bischoff found this out with the NWO. And Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, and WB will find this out with the Bloodline storyline as well.